Yo, one of the Eastside Dancehall, link and Entourage Records. One of the talk I turn in Dancehall, link and Entourage Records. Your Entourage, the meat you know eat from man, your ruggedness.
Bless up, bless up. Welcome back to Entourage Records. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Turn on that post notification bell so whenever I make a new upload, you can be the first to be notified. Welcome back to another live stream. We're going to do this one quick and fast. I've been here procrastinated whether I'm going to do this live or not, or whether I'm going to go ahead and just do it tomorrow. But may I say we can spare a few minutes, if not even an hour or so, or somewhere, somewhere thereabouts, and we can talk for a few. Some things that go on the internet, I'm gonna say, why not, talk about it. But today, oh boy, today was a busy day. So much things I do, rain and fall, back and forth, but just do some playback in the meantime. But I really wanted to go live. Really wanted to go live, honestly. But then the day the day kind of run off and I said, John, maybe it's too late, I'm not sure. But I say, all right, spend a few minutes. But as we roll in, do me this one favor, please. Like the video. At least like the video. Like the live stream. Where they are interact. Whether we're here for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or 30 minutes, please like the video, so some more people can join and we can do this quick and fast. As I say the title, I mean I talk about dancehall. What the culture get, if the culture get muddy, the question. And this is in reference to Buju Banton's son, Foota Hype reaction, Cargo's reaction, and many people in dancehall's reaction. So basically I want to look at it, a bit closer. One, two, also Vybz Kartel. We see where he make an address. He make a post. Cause we see how Killer and them make posts since Mavado make the song BBC Rich. And I want to talk about that for a minute. Killer kind of insinuate war between Cartel and Vybz. So I want to chime in on that just a little bit. All right, so right now the culture have some uncomfortable moments where people don't know whether to defend, attack, or stay quiet, but it forward to Buju Banton's son. And we know we are talking about one icon, we are talking about one legend in the game. And this one hits different because, it involves Fiend's son. And more to be clear, and we're not talking about Mary, we are talking about the other son, who recently revealed that at one point in his life, him almost turned gay. But then he run to church after remember the song where Fiend father sing, Boom Bye Bye. If you can remember a few years ago, when the youth have forward out in the media, enough people were not saying, either him not straight, or he look like him kind of not straight, or look like him sick, or something like, mentally, because he look like him, talk, slow, or the way in which him words fall out of mouth and them look away there. Many people make that insinuation, and I can remember that clearly. So the statement we make, really light up enough fire in a dancehall. It kind of make enough people uncomfortable. People who are, me I say, who have great respect for him, all man and thing. But it is what it is. You know that business I go already. people are going to defend based on how them feel, or people are going to defend based on them bias as well. But enough people might, look upon him and say, speak your minds. We say enough people are bashing, and enough people are look towards him. All man. Some people might say embarrass the culture. Where we know, so remember say when I talk about dancehall a few years ago, we know say at the time, well right now, word I go around say him and Buju not really so good. Plus, them I say him have some song or whatever I found out. So I don't know, he might have looked at clout there, whatever. Others say him show good and spiritual conviction. Enough people are say all different kind of things. But here's the real question. Is dancehall culture getting muddy? Or are we accepting just anything? Or it depends on who we get them, a pass. Or are we just seeing the next generation? They might look upon things differently. They might speak about things differently. And one more to know. One remember this. Buju Banton himself as one of the most controversial histories in dancehall when it come on to certain lyrics and past songs. Theme legacy has always been tied to strong cultural and moral stances. We remember, enough people say, or certain people send Buju go to jail, which I don't really think so. But other people said that. People have that notion there. Buju's song, when the from a teenager, cost him wholly. It cost him millions. I never forget that. See? When people found out in a 92, 93. See? When that Shabba Rankin thing, and them asked Shabba Rankin about it. And from there's enough things of our Jamaican culture, enough of the things that our music started to be exposed. Big time. Buju get, backlash for this. Umpteen of years after that. We reach a point where people start speculating and say, boy, Buju do this, Buju do that, and Ray, and that's why Buju have to stop singing the song. Buju did nothing. Buju never involved in them things there. And just, as far as I am concerned, and the speculation and things, I think he realized that it was strategic. And he realized that, hey, hold on to this is like damaging your career, mess you up. Let this go and free yourself. You get to go back at the States, you get to do this, you get to do that. All them things there. That's the way probably I was looking at this. So when him son publicly talk about struggling with identity and then choosing church because I follow music, that's layered, that's deep, but it's also complicated. As I said, please like up the video, if you are subscribers. But let me see if I can forward and find what he said. I'm gonna try and find it. I think I find what I'm saying so we can. Is this it? No. Okay, we try to upload it earlier. All right, but all right, let me see if I could find it real quick. Hold on there. See if I can be careful. Vybz Kartel counter war noise. I'll get to that. Me get to that. It has something to do with Bounty Killer. Yeah, my John out the noise. My John out the noise, Sam Killer. You explain that a minute. Yeah, my John out the noise. So he made the post. The war noise from particularly from Killer. Like he must say Vybz to go over there and kill people and come back. Yeah. So, all right. Let me see if me have this video now. Let me see if it download. All right. So, now go ahead. Come up yet. All right. So what me I say is we don't want to really get emotional. We want to really get analytical. Because we know enough people really emotional about the whole story, the whole topic here. And dancehall culture has always built on hyper masculinity, street credibility, strong anti-gay lyrical history, and cultural dominance. So when the son of a legend admits him almost go down that road there, it a go shake up one whole heap of people. And we can't deny that. You know? Because some fans hear the vulnerability, some fans hear the weakness, others hear honesty, enough just hear the controversy. But here what me I got, but here's what really crossed the line. Calling him mentally ill, that's probably dangerous territory because we're not sure. It might appear that way there, it might act that way there, but there's a difference between identity struggle, spiritual conviction, public oversharing, and actual mental illness. Let me see that video. Let me see if it's good now. So I could at least share with a few people. All right, here it is.
I literally almost on fish. You see me? Because you know, Satan manipulate your mind and your character. But you see, because my father sang, drag back my memory. But I say, weird. No, man, no, my father say, boom, bye bye. She, you know, I took her next day, I'll walk to church. And I said, this is it.
When I say you're almost, no, he didn't do anything physical. But when you say you almost turned fish, what that means?
Almost on the game because the enemy of my mind are weird.
So you were lusting after men?
More they say lust still, but the idea of it.
Okay.
Isn't because remember your old remember say why me never fully understand when me I deal with, you know. But did I face rejection too? With feel like that door that they close at one point with woman.
Them here are serious and dangerous territory. The interviewer obviously know the story. The interviewer obviously prep him from before. Because if she can go ahead and say, no, he not do anything physical, they actually went over this first before. That's why she even defend what him said what him said initially before him could have explained. But Gage, dancehall artist Gage, him also hear the story and him got chime in for theme part where him say them interviewer to actually like, you know, what am I interview Buju son for? And we don't know, maybe for clicks or something. But you what Gage say?
You know, I say every time I see some boom zine, when I hear me, because you know me there, every time I see some boom, I know for on the internet for like one day, or like one half a day, I be a sitting going. Who are interview them people? We don't interview Buju son for that. We don't interview him for. How that come about? And why you go on the interview go say this? Like, why interview with people? Like, me want to know. Ooh. Hey, you no interviewer, you don't need to stop. You don't need to stop, bro.
Gage, me don't know. I don't know. Because as I said, she actually know the story already. So because clicks, she noticed what's going to go viral. We don't know. We don't know. Viewers, you can tell me why you think this Buju Banton's son that get interview and with such virality. I mean, one story with dancehall, no one hear. One story with theme father, who don't want to hear none at all. But as me I say, we enough people follow out and say, you know, mental. But we can't just throw the label around because we disagree with somebody's testimony. Well, because that can weaken the real conversation about mental health. But we could take a minute and talk about the church part. Him say, him remember the song where theme father sing and him run to church. So, is he saying that theme father influence was much stronger than the temptation? Because for some dancehall fans, I want victory story, you know. Messi foot hype I get bash as far as the whole thing. Because he must say he thought about it, didn't get involved in it, didn't do it. He must say it different. But Messi where other people I beat him feet. So if it was somebody else and not Buju Banton's son, probably him would have one different opinion. So for others, it sounds like internal conflict shape the culture. That's why that debate might sound loud. But here's the bigger picture. Dancehall today, and not really dancehall of the 90s. Who agree with me? Say dancehall today, and not dancehall of the 90s. The younger generation grew up in a more globalized world because I see where enough things have been accepted in a dancehall before. Similar things, even much more, what would I say, graphic than this. Only because a woman it involves. Same-sex woman rather than man. And graphic where it involves man and woman as well. Where dancehall really, you know, them kind of thing there. That way there. Because we have the social media influence, we have the Western influence, we have different identity conversation. So when legacy children speak, then speak in one different language. But sometimes it can be an excuse as well, because if you notice over the years, enough of the legends them in a dancehall with them youth, enough of them were born on certain things. We hear different things about them youth on that side there. So all this way up now, it kind of clash with the old school dancehall mentality. And man like Footer hype, I burn it out, even though him not burn out this. Am I saying if him burn it out it right, or if him not burn it out it not right? No, but me just point it out because of context, right? So uno can tell me what uno think that's so. So one of the real questions I want to ask, uno night chat, is the culture strong enough for angle transparency, or we just know say, hey, listen, if uno had that to stay over there so, because dancehall not accept certain things, and dancehall not believe in certain things, and dancehall never ever go down them the kind of route there, because we know say dancehall big build from reggae, and we know so now hear me say this, say rebellious culture, rebellious music. We know now hear me say that, but still not stop saying it. I still believe that that is what Bob Marley, Peter Touch, and many who forward in that same line there. And from dancehall, Brigadier, Charlie, and many more who forward in that line there. Because dancehall can only survive when everybody pretends to be invincible. Then maybe it was fragile to begin with. See? But what I'm going to say to is this. When you are a son of a legend like Buju Banton, everything what you say, I got carry weight. You are not just one random youth on Instagram. You represent legacy. And Buju, we see where Buju, Buju says something, he respond. And this is what Buju say.
I won't come in a batty boy. I'm not draw my ass no way. I work hard. So when you're out there, eat. Remember this. The Buju Banton, most of you can't relate.
The great Gargamel, that's one clip of him where he want to say, yo, you know, certain things him not inner. He work hard for what he want, you know? So, but him also said this again for one next city.
Jamaica is a pussy country. Remember that blood clot.
Hold on, me not think me what Juju said good. You
Jamaica is a pussy country. Remember that blood clot.
So, Buju basically I make a know indirectly. Say, bless up dread. Certain things in the inner. Inner that. See? Him not inner certain things. Him will never inner them things because Jamaica, I get them country. Yes, that the man say. That's why they will see him thing. So as me I say, the youth you know one random youth on Instagram. He represent legacy and in dancehall, legacy is sacred. And that's why the reaction we get from so much people so intense. So some fans are say him shouldn't have fouled publicly. Others are say at least him honest and honesty in dancehall. That's rare currency, but maybe that can be too much honesty. No, from the mental health angle, if he was genuinely struggling internally, a human being that, you know, sometimes we face them things there. But if he was just giving testimony, that's faith behind conviction. That's faith-based conviction. You know what I say? But labeling him mentally because he shares something uncomfortable, maybe, you know, another right probably route that. But we can debate culture without diagnose people. And here where the culture gets muddy. Dancehall always want dominance, but the new generation want expression. Then the two things there now always mix. So what we are debate, are we debating morality, masculinity, or legacy pressure? We have got to choose one. And me feel like say it may be all three. Or maybe we're just uncomfortable because somebody from inside the culture admit vulnerability. Because sometimes if you're honest with yourself, you know, if one random upcoming artist said this, it wouldn't trend. It would have get beaten, but it wouldn't trend. But because a Buju, one of the most legendary artists in a dancehall history, theme youth, said this, it feels symbolic. It feels like our cultural checkpoint. So, if you say it money, let me know. But probably it can be evolution where people speak their mind. And dancehall has never, you know, we never like them things because it make the feel like dancehall uncomfortable. So, more hear from Uno. If Uno thinks that him cross the line, if him embarrass the culture, or he must show something real. Because you see, next generation of dancehall, them I watch. And how we respond right now will shape the future of dancehall. Because when you bring in history, rivalry, and timing, the narrative shift from simple culture debate to calculated legacy positioning. So we have to structure this properly with history, receipts, and tension without defame anybody. Whenever him say him do or not, but this is one thin line where him a walk down, but we know say in a dancehall, we don't really, you know, we don't really accept certain things. as dancehall fans, dancehall artists, and the works. And me can't justify, me not justify, but we hear Cargo. Him say something. I'm not sure if I have it. Where him said something about footer hype. Let me see if I have this. No. Cargo said something about footer hype. And Kaima said if I went somebody else, footer hype would have approached it differently. And him a beat footer hype bad for what him say. But it is what it is. So the next thing I know more on touch, and somebody asked me earlier, say, what I mean? I said what I mean when I talk about John out the knives with Vybz Kartel. Alright, well, I'm gonna tell you what me I talk about now. Alright, so Bounty Killer. So Vybz Kartel drop theme song. Vybz drop theme song. In it, no people say him and shade Vybz and some might. And some people also say him and shade Alkaline. Saying where we can find things in there for both artists, really. Depends on which angle you look at it from. Now, we have Bounty Killer now who him constantly has said this and I said that and I talk up his mouth and I say him son for go over there, go kill and this and that. Because we know the Vybz Kartel and Mavado will have a concert together. They will perform together, whether in our warm or whatever, they'll be performing together. Seeing? So this is our killer. So Vybz Kartel now, him post something where one interview Vybz have before, where him did I say, when Vybz said, Vybz Kartel and me embedded in a dancehall forever. I can't grow up. I met my son and Vybz Kartel's son, Syria War, and whatever the case may be. This was a message when Vybz, I think, indirectly when I talk to her about Killer. So when Vybz Kartel repost this recently, I think I repost this for John out the knives to make Killer remember what Mavado did say back in the day when I'm not sure if at the same time when Killer said, you only a big up Vybz Kartel, you nah big up me. You post up about Vybz Kartel, you nah post up nothing about me. So me I say, Vybz Kartel make one post, and it wasn't just a random post. This post resurfaced something Mavado said in our interview years ago. And if you don't understand dancehall history and dancehall culture, you know nothing between these two artists, no accidental. You know say nothing between them two artists here, no random. Because Cartel and Mavado embedded in a dancehall DNA forever. And basically, that Vado did say that the interview. For them rivalry, and not just music. For them rivalry, define one era. From mid-2000 all the way to the late 2000 to 2010. Gaza versus Gully divide the street. Gaza versus Gully, fans choose side. Gaza versus Gully, this wasn't just lyrical warfare, this was cultural alignment. Cartel represented one energy, Mavado represented the other energy, and dancehall feed off that tension in many years. So when Vybz Kartel post something referencing what Mavado said years ago, that's never coincidence. That one chess move is like answering your critics or saying something, making something speak for you without you actually say it out of your mouth. Let's connect the dots, people. Make we connect the dots. Want to like up the videos and forwarding. Connect up the dots. Recently, Bounty Killer has been very vocal. He must stir up all these conversations. He must revisit old tension. He must remind people about hierarchy. I remind people about legacy and who build what. Some fans feel like say he might try spark one lyrical war again. He might try spark one from him to Vybz Kartel, but obviously him never get that. But what I do now, him fling one monkey wrench in it, but he might try one war between Vybz Kartel and Mavado, or whichever way you want to look on it. Because since Vybz Kartel now answer him, and since he must spew him guts for the longest while, but Vybz Kartel and Vado supposed to have a meeting at Freedom Street very soon, or in a few months. See, we know them are going to meet. Because tickets sell off and everything ready. So, Bounty Killer, I tell Vado, say, him, you know, BBC rich, go kill them and come back home or whatever the case may be. But, me sure, say Vado has little sense. We can cuss him all we want, we must say he has little sense. And this is what I'm say Vado must have little sense. In the beginning, after Vybz Kartel leave the alliance in 2006, it was Bounty Killer and Vado. Bounty Killer and Vado all over. Bounty Killer and Vado everywhere. Bounty Killer cuss Kartel. Right through. Boom! The quad thing happened. Bounty Killer birth night party. Boom! The youth drop out. Unfortunately, Mavado brethren. Boom! Mavado and Killer in a war. Hot water. Each one stage where Vado and Killer are true words after each other in a song. And you are the man, boom, 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 and the ones about the van and blah, blah, blah. That go on back and forth for a while. But even though them things go on a song, this aware Bounty Killer now started to tell Vybz Kartel how much, tell Mavado rather, how much he went bad mind Kartel and how much he went envy Kartel. No. Like we step a few steps back. Before that, it was Bounty Killer tell Kartel said he in bad mind Mavado because of A, because of B, because of C, because of D, and all letters of the alphabet. So now, because me and you are not friend, you say the next man did bad mind. But you say him did bad mind. Because me and you are not friend. And me bad mind you. And when you are the next man turn friend, vice versa. Or however you want to look upon it. Now, Vado been down this road before with Killer. He been down this road before with Killer. So, Vado supposed to know, say, lightning no really strike twice. You know? You have to be either full, or a real lucky or unlucky fellow. So this aware now, Killer are forward with the same thing, something similar, what him influence Mavado say to this. And this is where me and Uno get in this all the time because Uno no like hear the truth. And me tell you all the time that me forward from a truth perspective. And not something me make up, or something me I tell you when me know a dancehall history me talk something will happen and nobody can challenge me upon this. See? So this is how we know Vado supposed to take heat from you and say, if you do it to me once, you can do it to me twice. Once bitten, twice shy. So if him fall for this, knowing that probably he did fall for it the first time, this I like history repeat itself. But bro, we cool, but don't say these things because you said it before, and after when me and are cool, you say something different. You change them out. Which one is it? Him envy me because when I go on better than him, or me envy him because him did I go on better than me? Which one is it? That's what the argument then. So I guess now, when Vado did make that post here and talk about it, and Killer didn't really like it. After Vado have a lash out and say, yo, I say, I can't but me I call Vado name, and me I call, you know, Vybz Kartel name and way. Me can't make, you know, what gone between me and him gone. You know, we have one lyrical warfare and thing, and it happen and it good and stuff. But me now go take it to a stage where we literally a war, and we youth them are going to see we a war. We're not upon that. So, as I said, some fans feel like say, Killer try spark one war again. Some say him just defend the culture, which that's not true. It's not defend the culture. My fling a monkey wrench, I try put something distasteful between the two artists then, which me not like that. Because if him and the arts have something, me and him not have nothing. You understand? Me and not. We had something in the past, if you want to look upon it. So right now the middle of that the nice there. Vybz Kartel drop one post referencing Mavado past interview. And this I always say, timing is everything in a dancer. Because here's the psychology about the whole thing. When there's external noise about war, you don't have to shout, and that me I talk about. You don't have to threaten. You just post history. You just remind people of this was the same person who, when we were warring, he did pick that side there. And then, because him and me ain't good, he picked that side there. And after me and him turned good, he picked. So this is like a flip-flop. You know? So basically, at that Vybz Kartel, I drown out the noise with facts. Vybz Kartel, I drown out the noise with history. So this send a message without him have to say a word. See? Him not have to send one this song. Him not have to do nothing. More than him just go ahead and remind dancer. So the older heads might remember, but him also put it in the young ends them say, this I wanted that between me and our next legend. We embedded in a dancer together. See? Most of the time you can't call one name without the other. But along the way, we had our ups and downs. But one of the time when time the war did out, somebody from the outside never want we to be cool. Because while this artist Mavado that endorse me as a big up Vybz Kartel and whatever the case may be, this same artist, he was talking about say, now big up the alliance, why not big up Cartel? But few months after, a year, whatever, him and Mavado fall out, him start big up Cartel. So it's like one recycle. So we drown out the noise by stated facts. So you must remember years ago, Mavado said certain things in interviews about growth, and talk about faith, and him talk about changing direction, or him can't live him life a certain way forever. Because now with the Buju Banton situation, bringing church and culture in a conversation, Cartel posting the clip when post. Obviously, that must be a strategy. See? It's almost like me hear this before, or maybe this narrative it's not new. So let me be real for a minute. Cartel and Mavado are permanently, let me say it again. Cartel and Mavado, them permanently embedded in a dancehall history. You cannot talk about modern dancehall without mentioning both names. And right now, in our modern dancehall, and like how it kind of changed too, nobody have so far replaced or even take up the mantra to say, I them two youth right now. Because remember, I know, after Killer them do it in a 93, and they run for a while. We say Vado them do it in a 2000, oh my gosh, that was a long time. Or 15 years after, 2008. So really and truly, Alkaline and Massacre should have been doing it last year. Last year was them here, based on, so let's take it back before that then. Because Ninja and Shabba did theirs in 89. 90 was 90, December 1990. So may I say, so Alkaline and Massacre, so them a waste time. So let's hope them do it at 2026 or something like that. Because history assure we say it's been a while. The gap, the last gap was 13, 15 years. See? Because Bounty Killer and Beenie Man reigned for a very, very long time. So right now, what we see happening with Vybz Kartel, you know, out on the street and free. With Mavado, can fly out to Jamaica, can travel again and move around and whatever the case may be freely. This dangerous for the youth them. Yeah, it's dangerous for the youth them. Because these two men go ahead and hold on to for them touch. It can be one whole heap of problem in a dancehall. See? As I say, you can't talk about them in this modern time without mentioning name. Their clash elevate the genre globally. It brought international spotlight, even though it might bring it down for the wrong reasons or whatever. But from every corner of the earth, Gaza Gully touched just about every single dancehall fan. It made dancehall felt dangerous. And right now, with the vibe and the momentum where these two are going to meet up again, this made dancehall feel dangerous again. So when Bounty Killer speaks, when culture debates morality, when legacy gets questioned, and then Cartel posts something tied to Mavado's past, that's layers and layers. But here's the key. Cartel didn't directly attack. He not call a name. He not make no issue threats. Him just post context. And what we always say, context matters. And in dancehall, context can be much louder than confrontation. And this our counter move, well, maybe, or is it a reminder? Possibly. Is it bait? I don't think a bait. I think it's Vybz Kartel and John out the Nice. Vybz Kartel a counter Bounty Killer. See all the move where my make since, was it November? Will you remind me? Since them time. All the move we make since them time there. And enough people say, Cartel say answer, Cartel never answer. So him find strategy or different ways and means. The answer or for counter or be as silent as a lamb where killer keep on crashing out. Or killer keep on pushing. Because that song you know, BBC by Mavado. Bad song. Bad song. And whether this was all planned, choreographed, and Vybz Kartel knew about it, it not really matter. But it gave Mavado fans, many other fans, it also gave Bounty Killer something to say. It gave Bounty Killer that thing that way him can push for fire, push for war, whatever the case may be. But I don't think deep down Mavado I buy into this. And the reason I say that, because of history. He's been here, he's done that, and he have the t-shirt. So right now it depends on how Mavado respond, if he respond at all. And I don't think he will respond. Not at all. Because Killer basically I call him out in our way are trying to instigate something. And I haven't seen him say anything publicly. I don't think he'll say anything publicly. Him right now in our situation where I wouldn't really say him get caught between devil and the deep blue sea because he don't want to embarrass Killer, but at the same time, he have to think about for himself, for him career, and no say. Friendship are to defend one fortress right now, not interested. Because the fortress were him to defend a Gully. And right now, Gully is not being offended. Alliance kind of watered down. Alliance is still there, but they carry one different weight right now. So him no need to defend the alliance like he once did back then, because that's how it started. He was defending the alliance. But he doesn't need to do that now, because him I look for his own future. Him I look for him probably to reinvent the Gully or to spark up the Gully fan base. Remember, you know, one of the youth follow on the channel and say, Vybz never did a drop no song, so we don't need to even do nothing. Enough of the fans them gone all over the place. Vybz not drop no song. Him not giving no content for do nothing. Him not giving no content for say anything at all. So we still out here, you know. I look someone for lay our head, but Vybz not giving nothing. So what we are going to do? What we are going to say? In drop song now, says with people. Drop one next song, yes, you're full body. But remember this. True power in a dancehall today are not just lyrics. True power in a dancehall, it's about narrative control. And right now, the narrative is shifting from Buju Banton's son back to the legacy rivals. See? And that more likely is the point. Bounty Killer speak loudly, culture debated masculinity, church and identity entering the conversation. Cartel posting history tied to Mavado. This isn't random chaos. This a dancehall politics. But really and truly, via the subscribers, here my honest take. If anyone expect one full Gaza versus Gully war revival, oh no, nah go get that. I'm gonna make a sad mistake. And as somebody said the other day, so Entourage, so what they're gonna do, new songs that they're gonna do, and they're gonna, and hell no. That's gonna feel like it's watered down and stuff like that. The man them already have the vibe, the man them already have the energy. They both know where them are forward from. See? Them have the catalog. And just like when Beanie and Bounty Killer did start, have them look a friendly rivalry and friendly clash and all them things. Remember, they knew which song did counter for what song, whether who go first, whatever the case may be. Them know it's not hard. See? So, you know, new name for Miss Palmer, Sir Palmer, whatever the case may be, in Farmer. Nobody can come Sir Palmer in Farmer, and the next one, 3 o'clock in the morning, and you understand, on the tall thing and whatever. There are many, many songs out there where them sing against each other where it will be a very good show. Because this is different. This will be more entertaining and less confrontational. Even though dancehall love confrontation. Confrontation, because the one thing was very nice. It was very nice. Because the confrontation brings interest. Even though confrontation brings up on the edge where you say, listen, stay near to the fence because you might need to run anytime. This won't be like that. This will be a very good feeling. And this I want to show where enough people wish they will be in the audience. I wish, even though they might watch it on satellite or whatever, like, you know, some wish man like crowd and that kind of vibe there, more likely they'll get. So if anybody expect a full-on thing, that no, it's not gonna happen because time have changed. But psychological warfare did. See? So everybody, both artists are going on the edge in terms of different things, in terms of, you know, stage presence, stage performance, the whole works. See? Because Vybz might have the whole stage presence there. But remember, Vybz Kartel, in personality, the personality there, the persona they won't have, you know, drag on and bring on more whole attention. So the whole engagement and the whole thing, what them always have. Saying, because we see a champions in action in a 2010. We see say, what these two brothers bring, it never left. Remember, they also do 5 songs together. Them do a few hit songs. And anthems. When we sure say, them a song, more likely, one DJ I go play them at the stage show, and they'll be expected to perform, not just them a counter each other, or maybe start from them doing, so they might, wow, they might take it all the way from 2003, No, 5. They might take it from all the way back when they were singing together to the point where they start throwing words to the point where it get messy. I think that's how they might do it, you know, the order they might do it, you know. But the real question now is this: was Cartel defending the culture, reminding people of history, or subtly countering the war energy we are stirred up by Bounty Killer? It might remind people of history. It might remind people, say, as much as all the knives they make out there, killer cannot be trusted. Because these are the same killer who, when him and him never good, he must say, I mean this and I mean that. But when him and Vybz not good, him switch on the same, just about the same exact things when he say I did me, now he switch and put it on Vybz. So he might remind people, say, even though killer out there call me snake, this a snake-like behavior as well. Because this a proven snake-like behavior. Because remember, Uno can remember. If Uno never remember, may I remind you that these were some things that happened in a dancehall. So it might not so much be a countering the war energy, but him surely a remind dancehall fans. And plus, he might put it in a the new dancehall, younger youth, them who never know about it. So listen, this are going. So I don't know you are going, not the media about me, and what killer say about me. This is actually what it happened. Because in dancehall, enough people might say silence a weakness, but also your silence can weaken the next person because you're not adding enough fuel to the fire. So it depends on how you answer strategically. Like right here, without him actually to say anything out of theme mode, him just use this video as a reminder, him use the video as a subliminal, him use the video as strategic posting, and that's how you call dominance. So more going to drop on the thoughts and tell me, say, if this a one coincidence, or is this history quietly and not again? Or if this might turn into something bigger and fans ready for the era again. Who there? Me personally believe that fans ready for the era. The fans them cannot wait. Me not see, nor me not feel no kind of animosity right now between Gaza and Gully. To begin with, because remember, Cartel and said it already, was it over a year ago, that Gaza and Gully are go on tour. Gaza and Gully. So probably them plan to go various places and bring that energy there, that vibe there, that was once in the 4 corners of the world. It was all over Jamaica. And we'll see what happened. But then these men went to Parliament twice because it was so bad in JA. But they want to bring it out. They want to import it. Well, export out the country, import it out of them country. So they want to bring it to other shores so people can see it live. So people can feel. So something where people wanted to see all these years, rather than on television, rather than on satellite or whatever, rather on them phone, they can see it live. Because no matter how people see it on one big screen or upon them phone, if it are forward to fit them shores, they will go. They will go because them here are history where you want to be a part of. Them here are history when you sit down and you talk about dancehall, you want can relate to it. You want can relate to it, especially when you feel the vibes, you feel the energy, and you know, say, I was there at X, I was there at Y. We're never there at Champions in Action, but we regret not being there. The whole energy, the whole vibe up on the stage first, and a do film thing, And Vybz Kartel found on the crowd start real. And it's like, yeah, watch it. And if you have true dancehall fans, you feel a whole goosebumps, you feel a whole vibe there. Yes. And then you just say, yes. This is what dancehall is about. Because we know them are rivals. But we know they were once friends. They were once good. They were once close. Listen how them refer to each other. Especially Vybz to Vybz Kartel. And the reason I'm saying especially Vybz one of the first one that dancehall we always call Vybz Kartel by his first name. Nobody else was called Vybz Kartel by his first name. Nobody. Anybody else can tell me? Nobody. Vybz Kartel, I mean, Mavado was the one who actually highlight Vybz Kartel in this government name. Make more people would have called out his name. Make more people that know. Yeah. Mavado. And people no refer your name like that no fight time unless you're them cool. You call him by government name. Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm always cool. Because I saw your name I refer to him really and truly by his first name. Mavado. So that me always say that champions in action, it wasn't something make up. It wasn't something scripted. It was something real as day. So, remember, we are talking about 18 years on. These men got older. These men got wiser. So, they should know much more about life and should be looking deeper. Where we see where Vybz Kartel getting a theme problem. We see Mavado getting a theme problem. Media Fox, best of yourself. We see where two artists them getting a them problem. Vybz forward home. Father forward home. You see me I say? So them doing a concert and then doing for them thing now. Right time. Yeah? They're not supposed to they're not supposed to be looking to get involved in nothing negative. More than to them shows. So whatever they were involved in, or if they were involved in anything, them learn from it. Them learn from it. At this age, they're not supposed to want to get enough badness. None at all. That's supposed to be gone and past. So if they never involved from them the time that they shouldn't involve now. Because when I ask them at 50, and next one at 40 something. So may I say? So at time for them either raise them grandkids or pay attention to them kids and them family and things like that. And go enjoy themselves. Have great show. And make Killer stay by himself. Father now, as me say, I have to make sure say him bridge the gap between theme friendship and Bounty Killer friendship. When you say I can be friends with you and friends with Cartel at the same time. Because me and Cartel, we good and we are going to business. Me and you good same way. You're my father. But remember, we've been on this merry-go-round before. So we not have to get involved in the whole throw and this and that. Father supposed to smart enough and say, yo, that not gonna work out. That went then, that gone already. You know what I say? Father, all my does go on, do him thing, make him money, Because what me I look forward to now, songs I go forward out from two artists. I mean, I said against each other, but songs go forward out because them two artists, yeah, they make each other click. Them two artists, yeah. Vybz Kartel say, nah, make no bad man song or whatever the case may be. But somewhere along the line, I feel like, you know, couple songs might forward out, but the two artists, them really can, you know, influence each other. Enough people might say, but Cartel don't need Vybz and all that. Well, at some point, Vybz Kartel name now call out Mavado and vice versa. Whenever the two, they both in the space, it made them, I think it made them click better. Yeah, man. Bless up Fox, bless up everybody on the live and thing, as I say. Just a forward out real quick and, you know, blaze a quick fire and everything. We say an hour or two, right? So we're there for an hour. I'm gonna say an hour. Yeah, I say an hour. I don't remember saying, if we say 2, fine, but 1 hour. Yeah, I blaze a fire 1 hour and thing. But drop the thoughts like comment section. You know, drop thoughts in the chat and thing. And let me know what you think about this thing with Buju Banton's son. 1. Also, what you think about Vybz Kartel, the post where him drop, where him drawn out the knives with Killer. When him post the clip where Mavado, I say, him and Vybz Kartel embedded in a dancehall forever. Them there are facts. You guys, bless upon yourself now. And hopefully tomorrow, for early, and blaze a fire. Media Facts, bless up yourself. Dread, bless up yourself. Ray J, bless up. Everybody on the live, bless up. Pass me a pass through, burn a fire for your hour. Tomorrow, we definitely forward again and see what can go on. See? Entourage, out. Watch up on the playback and then we can chat.